Well, tonight we have some daunting new information about concussions for high school athletes. The Indiana High School Athletic Association released numbers last night showing that Indiana student athletes suffered more than 1,200 concussions in just the past 5 months. And now 13 Investigates is going to show you which schools recorded dozens of concussions. Our senior investigative reporter Bob Siegel explains why the numbers may even be misleading.
Go!
With high school athletes getting bigger, faster, and stronger, it's not a big surprise that impacts are much harder. But what might surprise you is new numbers showing just how many concussions are being reported by some Indiana high schools. Data obtained today by 13 Investigates shows staggering numbers, with some schools reporting 10, 20, even 30 or more student concussions during the fall sports season. Among the highest reported concussion incidents, Southport and Guerin Catholic with 19, Pike with 20, Lawrence Central 24, Hamilton Southeastern 27, North Central 29, and South Bend Adams with 39 concussions in just the past 5 months. But what does that really mean? 13 Investigates has learned the numbers may not be what they appear. IHSAA now tells Eyewitness News schools have leeway in what they report, so a reported concussion might not be a concussion at all.
We asked them to report when kids had symptoms, so it doesn't necessarily mean it's a full-blown concussion. It could be a concussion-related event. They had symptoms. There could be different things that go with it.
IHSAA's assistant commissioner says 179 high schools reported their fall concussion incidents. That leaves 231 schools that so far have not reported anything. Some are not participating. Others have no concussions to report. But based on the reporting system, which is purely voluntary, there is no way to tell which schools are which and how high the real concussion numbers might be.
If schools aren't mandated to report, and if the concussions aren't necessarily concussions, then what good are these numbers?
I can tell you that we had to start somewhere. There's many layers involved in this, and as we go forward, I'm sure we'll uncover some of those layers and we'll continue to improve it. But I do think it is important that we get our arms around what is actually happening out there, and this is our first step into that territory.
Because student athletes are potentially suffering thousands of concussion-related incidents each school year, understanding those concussions and the real extent of the problem is critical. Dr. Henry Foyer says that's especially true because of the impact to students off the field.
If you had a concussion and you're taking your SAT or I-STEP 4 days later, you're probably going to flunk it. They don't do well in school for a while. Anywhere from, if they're lucky, 3 or 4 days, but most of the time well over a week and up to a month where they don't do well in school. And that's a big deal.
The fact that IHSAA is asking schools to report on concussions is a great first step, and it's very important. But until the reporting system is mandatory and schools have clear, consistent instructions on what to report, the concussion data may not provide the type of truly valuable information that the State Athletic Association is actually looking for. Right now, you can see just how many concussions were reported by your high school. We've got a complete list for you right now at WTHR.com. John, Andrea, back to you.